the Einstein of the four-legged variety. He's a great thinker, is the mighty Chautauqua.
He's probably the smartest horse I've ever ridden.
I don't think people expect such an explosive type of horse to be now just meandering around in a show ring. And the transformation is just, I can't describe it, it's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The day we put him in the show ring and he comes out with a blue ribbon around his neck, I know we've achieved something.
To be able to take this journey with a horse that is so popular, I just feel that, you know, we are truly blessed.
Chautauqua is winding up.
He was the speed machine of the turf, the grey flash that delivered both at home and abroad.
Chautauqua, here he comes, the thunder down under. Chautauqua race to the lead. What a champion!
6 Group 1 wins, including the Chairman's Sprint in Hong Kong, and his trademark late runs made him a crowd favourite wherever he raced. But there was no more spectacular display of his finishing power than his historic 3rd straight win in the TJ Smith Stakes at Randwick.
Chautauqua very late, it's English a half length in front. Can he do it? Chautauqua, he's flying! Yes, there's history!
Yeah, look, it's something that still scares me and still, you know, you dream about finding that on another horse because it's something that you don't feel very often. Yeah, his 3rd TJ Smith, I think that's probably one of the highlights of my career.
That is unbelievable!
It was to be the last win of a glittering career before Chautauqua made the decision to retire by himself.
Here we go. And he stood there, he didn't come out, he refuses to leave the barrier. Tommy Berry has given up on him. Chautauqua is still in the gates. He has refused to come out.
Time that he didn't jump for that first time, and we thought that we'd be able to change his mind and get him past it, but he was so stubborn and he decided he didn't want to, so it was unfortunately the end of a chapter for him.
While owners and punters were stunned at the thought of Chautauqua's race days being finished, there was somebody else watching at home who saw a different opportunity.
I mean, he went to the barrier that day at Moonee Valley. His tail flowed, his carriage was superb. He had the head on the chest and just floated across the top of the ground, and I've gone, wow. I shouldn't say this, I suppose, but when he didn't jump out, I thought, I want you.
And what he wanted was a show horse. And following multiple advances, Chautauqua's owners finally agreed for him to have a go at a career in the show ring. And since then, he's found a new best friend in show horse owner, trainer and commentator Rob Gaylard.
He's going to reward us, I'm convinced of that, providing we keep him stimulated, because the intelligence that he's showing us now in relation to what we're doing with him is far, far exceed a lot of other horses we've dealt with.
The other half of the training team is Casey Bruce. Casey competed in the show ring in her early years before pursuing a career as a race jockey. Now a mum, she's still rising early to ride track work for Mark Kavanagh. She's seen both sides and believes the champion sprinter can now make a big splash in the show ring.
There's a few main things that judges look for. They look for presence. He's got that. They look for colour and something that draws your attention the moment he walks in the ring. The first thing you pick up is that grey, so he's already caught your attention. And then third and finally, they look for movement and fluentness in their work. And again, he possesses that quality too, because he's so relaxed and big, free-flowing movement that every time he steps out, he's always going to capture the judge's imagination. And I think the showing world are quite excited to see what he can do.
I've seen a few videos of him in the ring at the moment, and he looks incredible, you know, and I'm looking forward to seeing the next chapter of his life and seeing how he progresses, because, as I said, if he decides it's what he wants to do and he's happy to do it, he'll be the best at it.
For me, there's just not enough words, huh, big fella? Not enough words. You're happy about that, aren't you? Yeah.
I think he's just wanting to be loved now in this next stage in his life, and I think that as his rider, as somebody that'll compete on him, he and I have to have that special bond, and I think we're falling in love with each other.
He's a horse who always wanted to be doing something, you know, he's a very busy animal, and so to see him, you know, do something else and make a new group of people happy and and enjoy what he does is really pleasing to see.
I think from Racing Victoria's point of view also, it gives them a chance to also follow the fortunes of this horse as perhaps maybe the banner horse for the off-the-track series.
And to have a poster horse such as Chautauqua through it, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on him and hoping to keep people informed on how he's tracking.
Showing the world that from race day to now, all right, we're giving them a second life.